What's up, people? Hope you're all well. So, as usual, I'm on for a bit this morning, so yeah, last night, I don't know if you saw it, but yeah, that was a pretty intense session. Probably my most intense one yet. Just like, going on and on and on, it was good. I must have built up some endurance, because I don't think I could have done that like a few months ago. I have started taking like this new supplement, so I'm wondering, like, beta-alanine it's called, so I wonder if it might help with things like that. I don't know if it would have helped yet, because they say it takes a loading phase, so let's have a look. Beta-alanine, how long load, not loading phase, but like you just have to build it up. But because my system's probably quite depleted of it, then maybe I start to see effects a bit quicker. Perhaps I don't know. Actually, probably not. But actually, do take quite. I actually take like the upper end of what they recommend. So. So I'm going to try and get the most out of it. It says it typically takes a few weeks to reach the full effect. On the muscle cognizance level, it says shows that significant increases in muscle cognizance after 4 weeks. Optimal results are often seen after 8 to 12 weeks of consistent supplementation. So it's one of those where you have to kind of play the long game for, I guess, but I'm trying to like take, like about, I think it's 6.6, it'll be probably about that, 6 point something grams per day or whatever, which is kind of on the upper end. I'm doing like 4.5 teaspoons, try and take not too much to then not get too much of the tingles, but yeah, so it can take a few weeks, so it might even take longer than creatine to actually saturate, basically. So yeah, it says at least 2 to 4 weeks been shown to improve exercise performance. So I don't know if I would have, because it's not even, I don't know if it's been about a week or something, but it's not been very long. So, but possibly it's soon enough to see a bit of an effect. But it would be interesting to see how it goes, how I'm able to kind of maintain a high level. And hi, Tiger, how you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're well. So I just have to see how it goes, and just kind of keep taking it, and because it says it can take even 8 to 12 weeks to reach full saturation. So, but it says 4 to 6 weeks, so it just depends. Some people say different, but it's like, yeah. But I think that's actually longer than creatine, because they usually say it's about 2-3 weeks with creatine. But yeah, it's similar how it requires like a sort of a phase to like kind of saturate. It's not like some other supplement where you can just get the effect immediately. There's people who take baking soda as a pre-workout or something, or to like help buffer the the lactic acid effect, and that's it could be dangerous though, because they recommend taking something like 0.3 grams per kilogram of body weight. Well, for me that would be almost like 30 grams a day. I'm like, no chance, because it's full of salt. It's like, having salt water, it'd be like, oh, weather's too hot for you. Yeah, it's been quite hot here as well. It's anyway, but I'm just like on this new supplement and seeing how it goes really. But It's just, yeah, it can take a few weeks for it to get, for you to get the full effect from it. So I've just got to keep doing it and see how it goes, really. But I want to be able to perform at my max. I've also been looking into beetroot, because apparently that's something that can help increase nitric oxide. So yeah, so there's certain foods that contain nitrates, which are then as long as you don't use a certain kind of like mouthwash, that you should have this like bacteria that can turn nitrates into nitrite, and then inside the body it turns into nitric oxide. So yeah, but I would say try and make sure that your mouthwash isn't completely ruining that. So yeah, I don't necessarily recommend mouthwash. I would just, I mean, I think there's better things to do than mouthwash, but you got to do what you got to do, I guess. But try to make sure you get one that doesn't ruin your like your bacteria. Like, it's good bacteria. So let's have a look on nitrate-rich foods. So yeah, leafy green vegetables like spinach and lettuce, and root vegetables like beetroot. So that's why they say to have beetroot juice, because it's it's high in nitrates apparently. Well, they're saying nitrates are added to cured meats such as deli meat and bacon. But I've actually heard that when they add nitrates to these foods, it's really bad because of because it's in an unnatural form, and it's and that's what I think can cause it to be carcinogenic. So yeah, I'd try to stay away from that personally, but yeah, it's naturally found in a lot of like vegetables and stuff, generally. So yeah. So yeah, the more vegetables that you get, like even carrots apparently have it quite a bit. I do have some carrots, but the more different kinds of vegetables, then the more you're going to get in your body. So, but yeah, I mean, beetroot's a good one. It's I might try and do some beetroot, or you could get like beetroot powder or whatever. I was talking with someone saying, beetroot powder might not be as good as the real thing or whatever. It's like, well, I think that the problem with like a lot of the fruit and veg that you get on the shelves is that sometimes the nutrients have kind of been depleted over time because of because it's just been left to just kind of like rot on the shelves. So basically, I don't know, it's just, I would say like, sometimes powders and like dried foods can arguably be better for you in that sense. They might like hold on to more nutrients. It's like they say frozen foods can be better in that sense, because they lock on to more of the nutrients in that way. So anyway, but yeah, just try to get as much vegetables in your diet, I think is important. So yeah, just anyway, I hope you've all had a good day. Feel free to ask questions, everybody. So yeah, like leafy green vegetables and beetroot apparently are the best sources of it. Yeah. I've also heard this thing about, if you have leafy green vegetables, it can actually help to restore CoQ10. So let's just hope you've all having a good day so far. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. so basically, it was saying how when you're out in the sun, you can actually well, it's saying that CoQ10 can be found in certain meats quite a lot, but I've actually heard that about their colour, that actually, so well, it says leafy green vegetables contain CoQ10, though typically in lower amounts compared to sources like oily fish or organ meats. But the thing is, what it says here, it says they offer various health benefits and contribute to overall CoQ10 intake, especially when combined with other CoQ10 rich foods and sunlight exposure. So yes, but you want to probably get I think like leafy greens are like one of the most like overall kind of healthy foods that you can have. The different health benefits that they provide. I should probably have more like spinach and things like that. And yeah, so you get like the nitrates, you get the CoQ10 benefit, but apparently you want to be what is it? You want to be exposed to sunlight. Yeah. Hang on. I hope you're all doing well. Yes, it helps like regenerate CoQ10. Apparently, it can apparently help slow down aging or something, and improve your functions. Like, so yeah, let's just see about like the CoQ10. But it says about indirectly supporting CoQ10 function by promoting well, I mean that's but it was saying about what time is it there? It's 9:10 a.m. right now here in the UK. So I mean, I saw this thing a while ago, like that about CoQ10 being not in leafy green vegetables, but actually because of the chlorophyll in them, that can actually indirectly then help to restore CoQ10 in the body. So you've got all this stuff saying leafy green vegetables are a good source of chlorophyll, which may help regenerate CoQ10 in the body when exposed to sunlight. This process is thought to involve the chlorophyll in the bloodstream reacting with red wavelength of light, potentially converting ubiquinone, the inactive form of CoQ10, back into ubiquinol, the active form. So basically it's a way of like restoring it. So it's like they're not actually getting CoQ10, but it's actually but the chlorophyll would help to restore CoQ10, if you get me. I wonder if it can help with like collagen and stuff like that. I'd have to like look into CoQ10 and what the actual functions are, but whether it helps with collagen production and stuff like that. These results suggested that CoQ10 has the efficacy that it increases collagen production in skin, thereby there is possible. So I'm just looking at like so I'm just thinking something here that, because they say like sunlight exposure is bad for the skin and all that, but I don't know if like maybe if it can help with yeah, so like let's see if it can actually, whether it can actually prevent skin cancer even, if just curious about that. Maybe because it's like an antioxidant or something, saying that its health benefits now include reducing skin cancer risk and photoaging, guarding against prostate and breast cancers, and averting endothelial dysfunction and vascular disease. So CoQ10, so if you're actually getting exposed to the sunlight, try and get some green vegetables, because that can help to restore CoQ10 in the body, and actually, because it says it goes from the inactive form ubiquinol into the active form ubiquinol. So I guess because it gets damaged or something, I don't know how it all works, but like it basically restores it into the active form. And yeah, so this is especially as important as you get older, because we naturally will lose CoQ10. So there are ways of restoring it. It's like people going about like glutathione as well, and that goes down as you get older. A lot of like antioxidants and things like that, they become less effective as you get older. Maybe I was wondering what, because like people seem to get older like more quickly. I don't know, I've noticed like people can really start to rapidly get older, so I'm wondering if that is a part of that, where all these antioxidants, all these things that are helping you to stay young, become less and less effective. So that makes it really super important that you actually take care of your health when you're young, because once you start to get damage in the body, then it sort of becomes, things start to unravel, and there's no going back from that. It's like all these antioxidants and things, it's like, yeah, we can do things to mitigate it, but it's not gonna probably stop things. But it's like, yeah, it's definitely not gonna reverse. Anyway, so I'm wondering, if it's like got any kind of prevention of skin cancer, and because if that's the case, then yeah, we could talk about CoQ10 sustains skin function against free radicals and their ability to activate the nitrogen activated protein kinase MAPK pathway. Activation of MAPK stimulates productions of MMPs, including collagenases, which damage collagen fibers. So it could be a way to improve skin health, possibly. But yeah, so then that means that you probably shouldn't be too afraid of sunlight exposure. If you can get sunlight exposure, then it could help to restore it. Also, if you're having green vegetables, because the chlorophyll pigment so let's just have a look. It's saying it can help protect against sun damage and reduce the visible signs of aging caused by sun exposure. It acts as an antioxidant. I've already kind of seen that, but I'm just wondering about sunlight. It's called CoQ10, and and chlorophyll. So basically, how it works, like saying that sun exposure can be good for us, and that eating greens can be good for us. So it says the pigment in green plants can be ingested, and its metabolites can absorb light and transfer the energy to, I guess we're taking in light or something into our body or something, and then like the chlorophyll is absorbing that, because that's how photosynthesis works. So would you call it a form of photosynthesis? Probably not really, but it's just but we can get some of the benefits apparently from the pigments. So that's something I'd recommend looking into. Like hello, Sethy, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. So just looking into a nutrient called CoQ10, or it's called coenzyme Q10, and it's something that apparently if you eat a lot of green vegetables, like leafy greens and stuff, it can actually restore CoQ10. So we have it in the body, but it's like, the thing is that, if we're, we lose it all the time and all that, and it's just, the body becomes sort of, especially as you get older, like your body will not be getting as much, so it's important that we do everything that we can to optimize it. Like I said, you got, like antioxidants start to become, we start to produce less antioxidants in our bodies, like we start getting less of like glutathione and stuff like that. A lot of different things become less efficient, and then aging just accelerates, I think. Where just things start to just unravel quite quickly. At one time where you could have been, sicknesses wouldn't have affected you, and then suddenly you're just getting sick all the time. So, where you could, we get into a point where everything all just unravels, all of the systems in the body start to just fail quite quickly. It's like an exponential thing, it seems, for a lot of people, where their health just kind of goes off a cliff. So we have to do everything that we can to preserve that, to have a healthy system, so we can age well instead of being vulnerable to a lot of sicknesses and even things like injuries and stuff like that. Because as you get older, bone fractures become a very quite a severe risk, actually. They can either kill you, or they can make you just become, you might become paralyzed, you might become, you break your bones more easily, so it might mean that you end up bedridden, and then that'll just put your health on a rapid decline, and you just end up, they're not going to be the same probably after that. So it's important that we address all of these things when we're young, all these things like our health, like fitness and all that. Try to improve your cardiovascular fitness, your strength, because these are going to be things that you're going to need when you're older, because your muscles naturally get weaker as you get older, and if you don't have that if you didn't build that up when you were younger, then good luck. It's probably not going to be a good time for a lot of people. They have to just, especially these lazy kind of people who sit around all day. They haven't worked out anything. They'll get old and they're probably not, they're not going to be very functional, I don't think so. But yeah, I think with like functional fitness, it's all about the long run, like as well. It's like, it's not just about being fit right now, but it's like, what are you going to be like when you're old? Are you going to still be fit when you're older? You're still going to be able to move around, and because a lot of people, they're just not able to move around as much because they're just, they're on a walking stick or whatever, or so they're not able to like exercise to the same level. So it's just like, their body starts to fall apart, and then, it's not good. It's not something that I want. I want to imagine that I'm old and I'm still able to move around. I don't even really want to think about getting old, but at least I want to still be able to be active and live how I want to live, still be able to go and travel or whatever I want to do, to ride a bike or whatever it might be but it's like a lot of people take their health for granted and then something bad happens and then they like wish they would have taken care of it sooner. But you get all these people going about like, you can be healthy at any size, all this bullshit. And then 10 years later, they have a heart attack. And it's like, it's a really bad message to be putting out when you've got these people saying that. And I think there's truth that, if you're a little bit overweight, then it's not the end of the world. You're carrying a few extra pounds, it's like, it's probably not going to make a massive difference. But, when people go into the extremes, then it's like, how can that be healthy? And yet these people acting like, oh, well, I've tried everything to lose weight. Have you, though? I feel like a lot of them are just cop-outs and they just love to be a victim because it's easier to just be a victim and just, go on about systemic oppression and all this bullshit rather than actually taking action, Some people out there are just like professional victims and all they do is complain about other people not making, sort of accommodations for them, or they need to, to do it themselves. They need to be responsible for their own health. Now, of course, there is certain conditions where people are going to really struggle. I understand that, but most of these people, they don't have a specific condition that stops them from losing weight. They are stopping themselves in a lot of cases. And I can't be doing with that. It's like, I understand if someone's got a serious health problem and it's you've got people who are, for example, kind of in a wheelchair or something like that, or they have a really messed up metabolism. It might make it very difficult to burn enough calories. But I think for the most part, these people that they don't have anything else other than that wrong with them. But I think that obesity should be seen as a disease because it's like a sort of, it's kind of like a comorbidity in a lot of illnesses and stuff. Like when you're more likely to end up with heart disease, you're more likely to end up with other things. So I think it should be considered as a disease in of itself. You're more likely to get cancer. You're more likely to have a stroke or whatever. You're more likely to have a heart attack. Just for the fact that you're have so much more body fat on you than you should do. So it should be seen as a disease. But that's not politically correct, is it? Whatever. It's like, it's just all bullshit, and there's a lot of kind of really kind of entitled people out there. It's like, oh, you should let me have a free seat on a plane. I'm like, well, yeah, you really think that they want to do that because it's like, if you could just be slim or whatever, then you wouldn't need to take up 2 seats. I mean, they obviously are, it's a business, right? They don't want to be having you take up 2 seats when that seat could have been took up by somebody else. So, they're going about all these people are entitled or whatever, and it's like, no, you are entitled. They act like that it's the people, and it's like people are just trying to make profit and whatever. It's like, yeah, some of these companies are really scummy and all that, but go understand that the world doesn't revolve around you. Everyone shouldn't just be bending to you because you won't take, responsibility with your own health. When you're 600 pounds or whatever, then maybe if you find that you're having to take up 2 seats, then shouldn't that be a wake-up call that maybe you're the problem, not the airline company? But yeah, it's just absolutely ridiculous.
Of course, these people are, not very common, and they're more like in America, isn't it, where it's like, yeah, it's people are generally heavier in America, and it's like the food, so it's like, it also show like, it's how, basically the diets are largely contributing to people's obesity and the lifestyle. Whereas you take somewhere like, I've heard like in Germany it isn't that bad in comparison. Yeah, they still get some obesity and all that, but I think it was somewhere around 19% or something like that. Whereas in America it's something like a third or more. So it's about double what it is in Germany. So, because their lifestyles are completely different. It's like if you're unhealthy and you're doing all the fast food and all that, then yeah, you're going to be obese. And it's like you can't just blame your genetics for that, because this has all happened within the last few decades. Before that, everyone used to be a lot healthier. Like probably even in America, like they didn't have all the KFC, the McDonald's, the Burger King, the Pizza Hut, all these places, the fast food, ones like, it's like they have all these different places where they just, yeah, they're like, it's just so like, yeah, it's not genetic. It's not, I mean, in some cases, like I said, there's certain genetics that make people more predisposed to it, but doesn't mean that you have to be that way. And in most cases, it's a complete excuse that they're making, and it's just completely. But this is what we've got in 2025, where people would rather blame others for their problems, and I think we need to just try and take some responsibility. But a lot of people just won't. It's like, remember there was that like woman who was saying she got ADHD and that she's time blind or something, and she couldn't get to. Sometimes she wouldn't be able to get to work on time because of time blindness. Well, you need to either do something different, like that is more flexible, or you need to actually try to do some workaround to help you manage time better. Because the company ain't gonna want to deal with that crap. It's not gonna want to be dealing with someone that they don't know if they can turn up on time. Because they're paying you to do a certain shift and whatever at a certain time, and then you're not showing up. Now, I don't agree with the whole 9 to 5 culture, whatever, but you got to see it from that. It could just be like some. Let's say even if it's just some kind of small business, it's like they are. They still need to make profit, right? They still need to put food on the table. It's like money makes the world go round, and people still need to make a living. And if people are going to be like not, sort of reliable, then yeah, they won't want to have you working there, are they? It's like you have to be willing to take some responsibility yourself, because you can't just make all these excuses. Otherwise, you have no right to complain. Like, it's just, people will just complain over things that when it's their own fault it happened in the first place, and yeah, it's not something I really want to be listening to. Just anyway. Hope everyone's well today. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. Yeah, I don't know who we've got here, but it's just kind of quiet. Yeah, so we've got one person watching apparently. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, I'll keep the chat flowing, guys. Yeah, just try and just say something if you're watching. But yeah, we're just I don't know. It's just like
victim society. You know, it's just everyone wants to be a victim, it seems, instead of actually putting in the work. Anyway, 5 people in the house. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're all well. What do you guys think? So I don't know. It's just, I don't know. The society that I'm in right now, I'm just not really liking it that much. Like, the people oftentimes are quite miserable and just not very friendly. And I mean, you will get some friendly people and all that, but it just, the overall feel that I get is just kind of depressing. I don't know. I understand, you know, everyone's kind of fed up with the way things are, the economy and all that, but we have to just try to be optimistic and try to be like a sort of solutions minded rather than just focusing on the problem. We should all be trying to be more proactive. We should be trying to look to network with people. We should all be trying to come together and figure out some solutions and put our resources together. Because if we put our resources together, then we'd be a lot better off, wouldn't we, you know? But, yeah, it's just, people just stay in their comfort zone, you know? They stay stuck in their shitty 9-to-5 job that earns them fuck all. And they're talking to all these people they don't even want to talk to. You know, and it's just, no one really wants to be doing it, but no one seems to want to do what it takes to get out of that, though. So, yeah. It's like, you know, you've got to try and just, you know, take the responsibility to get out of that, if that's really what you want to do. If you don't want to accept poor standards, then you just, you know, hand in your resignation and just do something else. And I know it's hard for some people, and some people just don't really believe that they can do anything else. And that's sad, but there's always a way, I believe. You know, but it depends on how much you're willing to let go of, like the materialism, because oftentimes the materialism is what kind of actually keeps people stuck. You know, chasing after all these material goods and things like that, you know, like things that they don't even need, like constantly going out getting new clothes, for example, or buying an expensive watch or whatever, doing things that are completely pointless. A lot of it's just vanity and it's just not necessary. So we need to be able to just kind of let go of all the materialist crap, because that's, like I said, it's going to hold you back. It's going to keep you from doing what you really want to do in life. That stuff could come later if you really wanted to, but imagine this, you know, you saved up all that money that you would have spent on bullshit. You save up a few thousand every year. It adds up quickly. You put it into some kind of fund, and you invest it into some kind of, maybe you invest it into something, or maybe you just use that money just to leave the West or something, just so that you've got like an income, well, not even income, but like you could have some like, I don't know, but yeah, what you could do, guys, is save up for a few years and put money into like an interest fund or something, and then what you'll do is you could move to like a different country, let's say, even if it's like Eastern Europe or something. If you can do that, if you've got enough money in the bank, you could do it. And you could like live off your savings possibly. So you could do, say, like if you're getting enough interest, whether it's on a savings account or something, and in some cases it's almost like 5% on a good one. And they say you can put like up to like 20,000 a year into a savings account. So you could just do that for a few years, and then you've got maybe like a few thousand in a save, getting a few thousand every year in that, and then you could just pretty much, maybe you could do the odd bits or whatever, but that would kind of might even just pay for your like basic necessities in some of these countries. I've seen how people can live on just a few £100s a month. And it's like, yeah, it's going to be a struggle, but if you want to get out of the system, you want to get to like not work, whatever, then that's an option. Not saying it's for everybody, but for some people, I think you should look at your talents and your passions and try to leverage that and use that as a way to make money. I think because that's probably going to be what will give you the most amount of fulfillment, and you won't have to just like leave the country, whatever, because if you can make enough from that and you enjoy it, then yeah. So I'm going to probably look into doing the busking stuff again, and I'm going to look at doing it in different locations, because some locations that are a little bit quieter, they're less likely to have competition. So I might do better in those locations, because if they're not used to having a lot of buskers, then they might appreciate it more. Whereas you get some places and there are like tons of buskers, then and it's like, well, unless you're like really good, they're probably not gonna give to you. There might be someone there that's better, and they'll just give it to them instead. Now, some people might split it, but then it's like if they feel like the other person's doing better, they might want to give all their money to them instead. People can be quite selective of who they give it to. So, hello Glitch, how are you doing? Good to see you again. Hope you're doing well today. Feel free to ask questions, everybody. So yeah, I'm just like I said about the busking and stuff. So the workout last night was intense, and it was I was quite surprised at what I could do, really. Sometimes it's good to do challenges like that to then kind of prove to yourself what you're capable of. I could have probably even kept going a bit longer, but yeah, it was any plans for today? Not really. No, I'm just kind of like, I don't know, we'll see really, but I'm not really feeling like super sore, but yeah, I don't know, because sometimes it can take a while for that DOMS to kick in, so I don't know if it would have by now, but because I did it like last night, but I'm like, I thought it would have kicked in by this morning. I did feel a little bit of maybe in like the lower back. Sometimes the lower back can be what actually gets more sore, but it's not too bad. Hope everyone's well anyway. Feel free to ask questions, guys. What's this? Going to be very warm today. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's been warm for like, what's this? We got 25 degrees today, but it's meant to get up to 31 on Saturday. But it says rain as well, so maybe we'll get some like kind of where it just crashes, and then it's supposed to go down to 22, so looks like we're getting some rain next week. So yeah, it would be a perfect day for busking. Yeah, it would, but yeah, unfortunately I've just been kind of like, I don't know, I don't really want to do it around here. I feel like it's just not even worth it. I don't know. I want to try do the traveling and maybe do it in other places where I might get a better response or whatever. It's just, I don't know, it just feels like, what's the point if people are just not really very responsive to it. So because sometimes you get like 10, 12 other people performing, and some of them are like really good. So it's like, somewhere like York, there's like a high bar set. Whereas you go somewhere like some town or whatever, where they don't get a lot of it, they're not used to seeing them all the time, then maybe they'll appreciate it more. I don't know. So sometimes it's like the area that you're in. It's like, for example, when people move to a cheaper country and then their money goes further. It's like, sometimes it's about like, the whole thing of work smarter, not harder kind of thing, and just, I don't know. But unfortunately, it's just, I just don't really feel like it's just worth it at this point. I don't know. I've not done it for a while. I'm just like, people were just not really supporting me that much. So I'm like, fuck it then. I've had the odd times where it's done well here, but it's just generally it just isn't good enough. But in Bolton when I did it, it was absolutely brilliant. So I don't know like what to do really, but yeah. So like I said, I think it's like a town that's maybe they have a decent amount of people there, but it's not too competitive. I think is the right balance. Obviously, you don't want to do it in some really quiet place where there's nobody there, but somewhere where there's enough people but low competition still. Then yeah, those are probably going to be the best spots. That Leeds was terrible. But yeah, just share the live, guys, if you can, please. Anyway, so yeah, just I don't know. I've just been putting it off really, so I'm like, what's the point? Why should I have to go out there and just like barely anyone actually, it sucks to sometimes for like the first hour and you're hardly getting anything, if anything. That just fucking sucks. You start to think, what am I even doing out here? I just feel like I'm wasting my time. Am I really that bad? It could just start to make you feel a bit awkward and just, I don't know, but I understand that not many people carry cash anymore. I need to try out the PayPal thing, but actually that's not practical. I don't know. Actually, I'm thinking maybe they could do that actually. Because I think they could just scan it on their phone. So I've got the QR code I could show you, but maybe I should try that out actually. And see if people are gonna pay that way, but it just might be a bit inconvenient for some people though, I don't know. Like the PayPal QR code. Like where they can tip you with with that. So yeah, it's called a tip jar, and you can do it from you can just print out the QR code, and yeah. So I'll have to see if that works at some point, but I don't know. Because that way I can use my phone and then they can just do it from that, I guess. Hopefully it will actually work, but yeah, how are we doing everybody? Hello Vic, how are you doing? Good to see you again, hope your day is going well. Yeah, so I'm just looking at like, they've got like PayPal QR code thing. I mean, I need to just you can print it out and then, because I could use that as a way for people to support it, like if they want to use a different method of it or something. What are you up to? Just chilling at the moment. Did you see my live last night? I was like doing 500 jump squats and 500 crunches. I might also look into buy me a coffee. They have one that, yeah. So yeah, how to like receive money with it. To see like, just want to make sure it's actually going to work. This QR code thing. So I don't know like how. But apparently they'll actually need the app to do it. So that's the thing. It's like they'll Because if people don't have the PayPal app, then they're not going to be able to do it that way. But maybe it's just an option there for people that aren't carrying any cash on them or something. I don't know. Or you sort of not really. Not at the moment, anyway. Sometimes it can take a while to kick in. But yeah, I did get a little bit in like lower back, but it's not much really. It's just yeah. I thought I was going to have some crazy DOMs today because I'm not used to that level of volume, but yeah, I was surprised at how much I could just keep going and going and going. It was crazy. So yeah, it's just I think I've built up the level of endurance actually. I think doing the rowing actually has been helping with that, because with rowing you're using a lot of legs as well, and that might help to build that stamina up. And yeah, that's what I've been trying to do, is like build the stamina and be able to keep pushing it. And yeah, but yeah, I'm feeling good. Yeah, warming up. This is like quite important for that stuff, but to be honest with you, I probably don't do it as much as I should really. It's just I usually just stretch whenever I feel like it, kind of thing. Like if I'm feeling like just having a stretch, sometimes I'll stand up and I'll just like have a stretch, but I don't like purposefully do it. Usually I just kind of just instinctively do it. But yeah, if I'm going for doing something like really heavy, then I'd warm up to it. Like I would maybe like do like a lighter weight or something and then build up to it. I think is the best idea. And it can even help you to push past your limits and stuff by warming up those muscles first. So yeah, let's just see about this QR code thing. So because I want to be able to see if I can receive money that way. I think you can do one with was it Google Pay or something? If I remember, there might be a way to do it that way too. But I don't know. I'll have to have a look more into that really. But I hope you're all doing well anyway. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here, people. If you haven't already. So just yeah, I'll stay on here for a little while, but yeah, just keep the chat flowing, everybody. I've got 6 people in the house. How you doing, everybody? I hope you're all well. What's everybody's plans for today then? Yeah. Anyway, not seeing anything of Runner Boy. What's that? YouTube algorithms are strange. I know it is, isn't it? Like I said, it should be a lot busier. It's like 2.6k subs we just hit last night. So I'm like, okay, 2.6k really. Well, where are they all then? And it's like, yeah, I know a lot of people are going to be at work and stuff like that, but even on an evening, it's just usually dead. I know people say, oh, but it's the weather. It's like, it doesn't matter what's happening. It doesn't matter if the weather's good or bad or whatever. There's usually just nobody hardly in here. Maybe they're just not interested. I don't know. So if they really were, they would be here. I don't know. I think people are just not interested in live streams that much, to be honest. I mean, shorts, I can get good amounts of views on some of them, but it's just one of those things, isn't it, Try not try and dwell on it, really. It's just it is what it is. You've just got to deal with it. It says we've had 100, actually it says now 129 views on this live, but most of them haven't stuck around. They're just kind of scrolling, most of them. So yeah, most of it comes from like the shorts feed, so yeah. But it is what it is, it's just can't please everybody, can you? But yeah, like I don't know, I should maybe try out the PayPal QR code thing. Thing is, I'll have to get some food if I'm going out doing that. So I'd have to probably do it on the way down or something, or what, but I don't know. PayPal, yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't even know if anyone would even bother to pay that way. Sometimes I feel like everything's just kind of futile and just what is the point? But But then it's like, if you have that mindset, then you'll never know. Yeah. So what's up, guys? Walk around in your underwear, you'll get views. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, but it's like you should be able to just, I don't know, do what you want to do and then get views. But I'm not here to pander to people, you know. I'm not here to be a people pleaser. But then when you're like that and you're just, people say, oh, just be yourself. But when you're just being yourself, then this is what happens. And people aren't interested. You know, I'm just being myself right now, you know. It's like the advice that they give to you, you know. It's like, but it's not helping me, is it? You know. It's just anyway. What we're saying, people tune into the straight interest channels. Yeah, I know. It's not. They don't tune into wholesome content. It seems they're not interested. Most of them. Maybe it's just because there's a lot of channels out there like that, so they're just kind of like, yeah, whatever. I'm not interested. It just feels like you'd have to kind of do something quite drastic to get views or something, and I don't know. I just don't think I can do that. But it's like, I don't know, but I really do want to try and get it big, but it's just, I don't know what to do really. It feels like whatever I've done is just futile and just isn't working. And just being myself isn't working. You know? So advice is just shit for a lot of people. Unless you being you is some kind of crazy character. You know, so yeah, the whole thing. Because I used to even say just be yourself, but like I've kind of changed my mind on that, and like I don't know. I just feel like if you want to be successful, then to some degree you're gonna have to compromise and sort of compromise your own kind of. I don't know. It's just it sucks really, but. I'm just looking at this QR code thing. So people scan to pay, right? So how does it all work? I mean, it's like, they then come up with like an amount. Like, does it come up with like a sort of, like an amount of, what is it? You have to plug in an amount or something, or I don't know. But it's just I'd rather it would, you know, do a lot better than this. Really, it's just ideally I could have like hundreds of viewers or something. And hello, Ness, Leanne, how you doing? Hope you're well today. Keep your integrity. Yeah, but it's like it feels like just what's the point if it's just gonna fail? It's like for me, the important thing is trying to build my channel up, and like. If it keeps going like this, I'm going to have to just do whatever it's going to take. So, you know, there's only so much I can deal with, like, because it's like on TikTok, I got it to pretty big, but I was kind of like manipulating a little bit. So I was talking to my mate about this, how I was kind of like being a bit sort of like with titles and stuff like that, kind of a bit clickbaity and kind of a little bit kind of trying to be a bit sort of dramatic with things. And it's like, I don't know, it's what it is really, but so I'm just looking at this, you know, like the QR code thing, and whether I could use that as a way to get paid or something, and then I don't know, people would like say scan it on their phone and then I'm not sure like if they can like put in a custom amount of money that they wanted to just trying to find out really. So yeah, Nestle, and I'm alright, thank you. Apparently there's some stores that are like allowing PayPal as a payment method or something. Yeah. What's the weather doing tomorrow? It's like cloudy tomorrow, but I'd say I might be doing something else tomorrow. I could have gone out today really, but I don't know. I haven't really kind of really planned for that, so hope everyone's well anyway. Share out the live if you can, guys. Alright, who's still in here then? Yeah, just keep the chat flowing, guys. What are your plans for the weekend, everyone? I don't know, just sometimes I feel like, well, I'm going to have to try and compromise a little bit, you know, but I don't like to compromise, this is the thing. I'm very much kind of like a rebellious person, and I don't like to just compromise with people. I like to just do my own thing, and the more that people try to make me compromise, the more I'll just not want to do that. Yeah. Vic says, clean my dog kennel. Alright. Dog kennel. You mean like you work as like dog kennels, you mean? Just have a drink. The more people force me to do something, the less I'll do it. Yeah, when people try and tell you what to do, they'll be like, oh, you should do this, you should do that. It's like, no. Fuck you, I'm just gonna do my own thing. I own a dog rescue. Oh yeah, that's good. Right, so I don't know, like, I just want to see if I can get paid with this PayPal QR code thing. I was saying I should maybe go out and bus today if the weather's going to be good, so I don't know, but I will have to probably get ready for that pretty soon if I'm going to do that. I'll have to go out and get some food first, make sure I'm not going to starve. So I'd probably go to the shop and then get something to eat, and then, yeah. I'll have to make sure I've got enough like battery on the device. Yeah. Cash App is good. Oh yeah. Yeah, I might try I've got the PayPal QR code, so it's just not everybody uses that. But I saw somewhere though that a lot of people do have the app. Like, how many people have PayPal app UK? So there's like what, nearly 70 million in the UK, something like that. Oh, it says, hang on a sec. How much is it? Well, it says monthly annual users. Wait a second. It's free. All right. Yeah, it's just I haven't got Cash App, but I might have to look into getting it. You mean that they don't take fees off it? Because that's the thing with PayPal, they take a small transaction fee, don't they? It says, all in all, 69% of digital payment users in the UK use PayPal. This means of the 96% who know the brand, 72% use them. So I'm just looking at like how many people use it in the UK. It says the United Kingdom consensus 56.2 million users. This is PayPal, but how many people actually have the app though? So I don't even have the app on my phone, I don't think, but I don't know. It says specifically 20 million UK shoppers are mentioned as having PayPal annually. You link to your bank account. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I haven't got Cash App, but apparently there's this kind of like affiliate scheme that they have that like where if you get somebody to sign up to it, they then they put money into it. They then give you money or something like that. I mean, I don't know if they still do that, but I remember someone was saying about, kind of like sending them the link to then join it, because that might be something I could do as a way to make some money, is to just get people to sign up to that and then put money into it, and then let's have a look at the referral program on Cash App, because I remember hearing about that. I know PayPal has some, but you can only do so many people. See if it's still there. So it says Cash App allow users to earn money by inviting friends to join the platform. When a user refers someone using their unique referral link, both parties receive a monetary bonus. Users can find their referral link on the homepage or within the app. So you could just get someone to put money into it, they get paid a bonus, and then you get paid a bonus. So it's a win-win situation. So maybe it's something that people should take advantage of. I don't know about limits. Yeah, I'd have to have a look about it to see if there's any limit. No. It says here on AI, whether that's to be trusted, it says does not have a limit on the number of people you can refer. You can share your referral code with unlimited people. However, you are only eligible for one referral bonus at a time within a 30-day period, according to Monzo's help page on the topic. If multiple friends sign up using your code within the same 30-day period, you'll only receive the bonus for the first referral. So that's the limit then, I guess. It's so that means that you can only do one per month then, I guess, which wouldn't really be that much, would it, if you're... Well, it says something about $750. Well, it says that if they use the code to join Cash App and perform a transaction within 14 days. So just yeah. You can just circle the same £100. What do you mean? What are you saying? I don't know. Just they say you can get $5 free when someone after you send someone $5. So that's like, yeah. So I could just have people send me $5, couldn't I? That could be an ideal, couldn't it? You know, maybe people could just send me $5 and then they get $5. You know, so then they get their money back for sending that. So like, yeah, send me $5, you get $5, and if we get enough people doing that, then. There's a lot of sites that have these kind of bonuses and stuff and whatever, but you get paid for every transaction. What do you mean? It says on here that you're only eligible for one referral bonus at a time within any 30-day period. So that's, yeah, Cash App. So let's just have a look at it on the actual site and see what it says. That's what I'm saying. What do you mean? So let's see. It says, what is it? A qualifying payment of at least £5 from a newly linked debit card at the end of 14 days, the referral bonus will expire. So that means you have to do it within 14 days. So that means you have to do a payment within 14 days to get the bonus or something. There's a Reddit thing on it, something. Free Subway sandwich every month. Well, I suppose that's not too bad, is it? Yeah. But there's some sites out there that have like unlimited referrals and stuff, like where you can just refer as many people as you want. And it's just yeah, like there's no limits. You could just do 100 referrals in one go, and sometimes it works by, you know, getting a percentage of commissions or whatever, and but I'm just looking into like, yeah. So I remember there was one for Wise, which is like a similar thing, isn't it? Wise, where I don't know if they still do it, but I remember that you could get like either £50 or £75 for referring 3 people, but they had to send like a pretty big chunk of money though to do it. So I have to see if it's still going. It says, when 3 of your friends make their first transfer of more than £200, we'll pay you up to £75 as a referral bonus. But they have to like transfer more than £200 to get the bonus. But if you could find people willing to do that, I'm wondering if they could if we could have some kind of thing where if we can get, say, like people to join it and then we split the money. So let's say they send £200 to me and I send it back with a little bonus, and I keep £75 after 3 people have sent it or something. Pyramid schemes. I mean, is that really a pyramid scheme? I mean, to me, pyramid schemes is like, it's the whole multi-level marketing. It's a bit different to like, because with like, I don't know, I mean, you could say is in a sense, but if you're having to pay money, but you don't actually have to pay anything with this thing. You could just get people to, if you can get people to sign up, and then they pay money into it, then it's like, because it's not you that's having to pay money. You're relying on other people to do that. A pyramid scheme is like multi-level marketing. When you're doing, say, things like where you have to like pay money into something to hope that you can get people to join or something. Ponzi scheme. Well, a Ponzi scheme is like there's this whole thing of, what is it, robbing Peter to pay Paul kind of thing. That's a Ponzi scheme. But I don't know, there's a lot of different programs out there, like I said, that you have to obviously research these things first to make sure that you're not just getting yourself scammed or whatever, and it's just a waste of time. So obviously that's not good, is it? You want to make sure that you're do something legit, but it's just that we're in this like economy where it's just what you're supposed to do. You have to look into how to kind of try to take advantage of the system in ways, if you can, like see what kind of free offers there are out there. Like, you know, if there's these companies that are just like offering money, then there could be a way to exploit it. It's like people doing bank account switches and stuff like that to make money. Some people have made over £1,000 doing that, but you have to be careful and make sure that you read through everything, all the requirements, otherwise you can just get screwed over. So I got some swamp land trying to sell. Oh yeah. Drain the swamp! Yeah, that Donald Trump in it, you know. Donald Duck. There is, but at the end, what do you mean? Pathetic parade of RFK Jr. Yeah, there you go. That's your RFK Jr. Environmental toxins are contributing to autism. We have to protect our environment. All the soldiers we on, and what you mean? Who? What soldiers? Everybody okay? Hope everyone's having a good day today. I'll stay on for a little bit longer, but then I'm probably just gonna get off. Oh yeah, that's probably what he would say, isn't it? Yeah, like, yeah. It's like what that Alex Jones or something like that. Yeah, speaking of content that strange content, like you've got this thing, the TikToker who refuses to shower And that's the sort of stuff that will get views, you know, when you're doing stuff on these kind of freaky things. And some people will just be trying to do that to try and, you know, just do. It's like there was this guy who did this thing like where he would go so long without sleeping. It's like a challenge where he would go, I think it was like 10 or 11 days without sleeping. It's like, that's just crazy that. And that's going to do like irreparable damage to your health. You're just doing that to get views. It's sad. And then he did this thing where he locked himself in a room with no light or anything. Well, no, he had light, but he had like no windows or anything. He had to just kind of. So I mean, he had the light on, but it was just there was like nothing in there really other than his screen. It was just like a kind of like a form of torture. It's like, oh yeah, don't shave for 6 years or something. It's just things like that people will just kind of, yeah, just do the most kind of crazy shit because they know that people like the kind of shock value of it. People doing like death-defying stunts and all that kind of stuff, doing the most kind of daring of things. Oh yeah, stuff like that. It's just you know, it's yeah, it's like manipulation, but it's like you're only gonna screw yourself over in the long run. You just kind of, it's like you're trying to manipulate the viewers, but actually the viewers are manipulating you, kind of thing, because you're only doing it because you know that those people will be watching. So lad just stared at the camera. Yeah. Yeah, it's just some people will do anything for the clout. But in the long run, you look back and you think, well, I've actually not left any kind of legacy. I've just got known for a little bit for being crazy, and then people forget about you unless you keep upping the ante all the time, and that becomes increasingly more dangerous. It's like, why do it to yourself? But like I said though, to be quite successful, you might have to make some kind of compromise on what you want to be doing. Like you might have to kind of do certain things you might not really want to be doing, but it's just to get more viewers. But it comes down to like, you know, weighing up whether you'd rather be authentic and true to yourself, or you know, to kind of compromise to get more viewers, you know? Yeah, it's just, I wouldn't tune into that kind of shit. It's like, why would I want to watch that? I thought you were a boxer the first time. Nah, people have said stuff like they thought I was ex-army or something like that. I guess I give off that kind of vibe or something, but maybe it's just then you've got like, you know, like the body, whatever, of like, you know, just kind of like in shape or whatever, then. And maybe it's my hair as well, that kind of, the army hair or something. I don't know what I'm doing today then, I don't know. Like, I could have gone out busking, but I just don't know, it's just. It just feels like, is it even worth it? I don't know. But I suppose maybe today would be a good day for it. It's just, there's probably going to be a lot of people doing it though. today. Like, I've had times where I go out, and if I go out too late, I don't even get a spot, because, I don't know, hello Hayley, how you doing? You look like the Smiths, Liam, and them, I don't know. You mean the Smiths, like the band? I never got into the Smiths, I don't know, like, I don't understand the appeal of them, to be honest. But, I don't know. I hope everyone's well. I've just been thinking about whether I should just do some busking today or not, but I don't know. But I've got this PayPal thing. I might show you actually this PayPal QR code thing, because I could try it out. I mean, you know. But yeah, I'm actually feeling alright. I'm not too sore from like, not really sore actually. I'm just like, yeah. I probably won't go as hard today, but yeah, but like yeah, I've got this QR code thing. I think that's it. That's not the one, is it? It might be in the next drawer. Is it? I put it away somewhere, so I need to just find that. Yeah, I just need to find this QR code thing, because I could use that to, yeah, to receive money possibly, but it should be around. I don't know where I put it, but let's just have a look. I mean, there was this one, but that one wasn't any good. It was just a next drawer. I don't think it's in there. It's not in there, so I don't know if I've... Hang on, let's just have a look in this bag. I don't think it's in there. Yeah, it won't be in there. I don't know where I put it. It might outside. It might be in there. Might be in there. No. In this thing here. Oh, it doesn't look like it. So where the hell is it then? So I need to find it. It's gonna bug me if I can't find it. Yeah. I don't know where I put it. The Botson family from England. Alright, I don't know. Get some sunlight. Oh yeah, I was talking about the benefits of sunlight earlier on, you know, like CoQ10. So I was looking into that. Which is, yeah, CoQ10. Look into that, and how eating green vegetables may help to restore CoQ10 when exposed to sunlight. So I just need to find this QR code, because I might try and use it. So I don't know. Don't know where it is. Is it in here somewhere? Don't think so. Don't think it'll be in here, will it? No, it's not in there. It's not in there. Is it? Oh, it's in here. Hang on. Might be in here. Well, there was like a kind of banner thing, so I'm just wondering where the hell it is. Check that out. Yeah, it's not in there. Actually, hang on. Yeah, it's not in there. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I wonder where the hell it is then. Is it in here? It's not in there. Look, already looked in there. So where is it then? I don't know where it is, but I need to find it. Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to be in there. Yeah, I don't know where the hell I put it. Could be anywhere. Yeah. So I had this old one, and it's not even the right one. It doesn't work. So I have the new one somewhere, but I don't know where it is. It's not going to be in there. No. I mean, it's just annoying when you like can't find stuff.
there was this thing which is not it. So I shall look through this one. I don't think it's going to be in there though. Okay, no. It's not in this bag, is it? I don't think. It won't be in there. So how are we doing, guys? I hope you're all well. Did I put it in here? No, it's not in there. It's in here. Is it there? Don't think so. No, not in there. Where the hell is it then? It's got to be around somewhere. Is it there? Not on there. Is it in here? I don't think it's in here, will it? No, not in there. Fuck's sake. So where on earth is it? It's got to be around somewhere. So I haven't binned it or anything, so why would I do that? It's not in there. Is it in here? Wouldn't be in there, would it? And it's not in there either. It wouldn't be in any of those, would it? No. So I haven't got a clue where it is. Sometimes it ends up being in the place that's like the most obvious, but you just kind of yeah, it's just not around anywhere that I can see right now, but I don't know. It's just bugging me though. It's so I need to find it. Like when I'm trying to look for something and then I can't find it, it just bugs me. So I won't settle until I found it. So I was like this with those like aviator glasses, the sunglasses, and it bugged me until I could find it. I was like, I need to find it. It's not, I don't think it's going to be inside the suitcase, is it? So I didn't bring it with me, I don't think. So like, if I just missed it as I was looking through, because I wasn't really like, it's not in there. It's like a laminated sheet, and it's just can't find it unless it's fallen behind there somewhere. Maybe that's what's happened. I can't see it though. I might just have to bring it out so I can find. Alright, let's try and just be careful there. No, it's not behind there, I don't think. So I thought, oh, maybe it's fallen behind, but no. I haven't put it inside the drawers, so let's have a look under the bed. I don't think it'll be under there either. Yeah, it's not going to be there. So where the hell is it? It's got to be around somewhere. That's the old one. That's not the new one. I don't want the old one. That one's fucking useless. It's not in here. No, not in the drawers. Yeah, so where on earth is it? So it has to be around somewhere. No, won't be any of those. I haven't got a fucking clue. I have to do some washing. It's piled up like mad, so It wouldn't be around there anyway. Yeah, no problem. Max, I don't know if you saw last night, 500 jump squats and 500 crunches I did. Pretty good session I did. Probably like the hardest session I've done so far, really. It was a really intense sweat session, so yeah. That one will burn a lot of calories, that's for sure. Just looking for this QR code thing, and for some reason it's just mysteriously just disappeared. And hello Jerry, how are you doing today? So I'm looking for a QR code, PayPal QR code. It's just nowhere to be found. It should be in here somewhere. I haven't got a clue where it is though. I've looked everywhere. It's not in here, is it? No, not there. Look in here and it's not there. Look in here, it's not there. Is it in here? Doubt it's going to be in there, is it? That's somewhere like playing cards and stuff. It's not in there. I just keep looking through the same places and it's not to be found, is it? It's not on there, is it? Not going to be under there. No, not there. Very nice, man. Nice volume. Yeah, it's. I broke it up into like 100 sets of each, so I did 5 per set, so that way you can just kind of keep going. So if you try and do too much in one set, then that fatigue builds up, doesn't it? So it's just going to end up taking a lot longer, and you're going to end up probably just destroying your muscles. So yeah, so it's a good idea to break it up into smaller reps. Hang on, is this it? I found it. It was just, it was literally where I was looking through it and I was like, I found it now. But I need to try and wash this thing up because I had some writing on it that's just, I don't know, I think I should try and just see if I can wash it off, but it's in permanent ink, but it's kind of half washed. Well, at least I've found it now. It was just, yeah, it's not, I don't know if it's like half washed up, but it's like, I don't know, it's just not come off. I don't know how it would come off really, but because it's like, it says watching you do it. I don't know why I put that on there, but it's not gonna be like relevant, so it's kind of messed it up really, but I don't know how I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't know what to do really, because it's got this writing on it that I don't need. The only option is to just try and somehow like bleach it off or something, I don't know. See if I can do that. Try and use some kind of get rid of it. I don't know what to do really. I hope everyone's well anyway. Let's see if I can get rid of this friggin' writing off it. Just trying to, yeah, see, because I don't really want that on. It's just trying to sort this thing out because I don't like how it's got this writing on it. Yeah, it seems like if I put the water on it, just like helps to get rid of it a little bit. Doesn't matter if it's completely gone, but yeah. What we're saying, guys. 28 degrees. It says 25 here, but but it's like it's not accurate necessarily, so I should probably go out and do some busking really. But maybe I should try out this QR code thing, and then yeah, see how that goes really. It's just not really coming off. Maybe I should use something a bit more. Try and use this thing on it. Maybe that'll help. Ah, there we go. Yeah, sometimes I just need something a bit more aggressive on it. There we go. That's pretty much gone now. Well, it's still a bit there, but it's like you can't really make it out, so I don't want people thinking I'm doing some magic trick when I'm not, so yeah, maybe I should try it out. And so I've got this, look, it's my tip jar, look, so I could get people to just like scan it on their phone apparently, and just and then they can pay me that way. So I could have that inside the suitcase and then do that. Yeah. But I'm gonna have to get some food, innit? Just gonna have to get something to eat if I'm gonna do that. 10:39. Yeah, I should really be getting going really. So I'll just check, make sure that the stuff's actually working. So I'll just have a look inside and yeah, it's kind of messed up. I have to like wheel it the other way around, and it's just the wheels have been wearing off and like it's fucked. Yeah, one of the wheels is worn off and then the other ones don't look too good either. But that's the thing, it's just, yeah. Alright. Okay, now. Yeah, it's still about halfway, I think. So I should have enough on it to last me. So I don't know what to do if, like, any more wheels come off it, because it's just going to be pretty much, the suitcase pretty much be useless. It's just like, I don't know, I'd have to get a new one or something, and I'm like, I don't really want to have to keep doing that, you know. It was only like, early this year when I got this suitcase, so I'm like, why would I want to get a new one? It's just fucking bullshit. It shouldn't be wearing away that quick. I know it's like been on some rough ground and stuff, but you'd think that it would be a bit more durable though, wouldn't you, you know? You'd think it would be a little bit more, you know? It's a bit pathetic really, isn't it? Right, what we're saying, guys. Yeah, hope everyone's well anyway. So maybe I should just go out and just see if I can get anyone to tip with that thing, just to try it out. Because if it does work, then it might be worth doing this a bit more. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just gonna need to sort my shoelaces out and stuff, but hello, coffee cake loving bish, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try it out, and I'm gonna just, fortunately I won't be able to film any of it because I'll be using my phone, but let's see what the battery is on it. Because yeah, 63%, that's alright. I need to make sure there's enough battery on it to last me, so but yeah, I've got mobile data on my phone, so I should be able to do it. So I don't really have much else to do today, it's just that I'll have to go out and get some food on my way down and stuff, and just, yeah, then I can just feed myself. So I'll take me water flask, and then, yeah, I need to put my microphone in there, and then, yeah. But hope everyone's well. Have to just see how much I can make from it all, really, but so I've been kind of like meaning to go out, but like just didn't get around to it really, but It can be a bit disheartening when it feels like you're just not really making that much from it, but sometimes you just gotta ignore those feelings and just like do it anyway. But you know, sometimes you just gotta do it. Just gotta. Yeah, because even if I make a few quid, yeah, I think maybe that's worth it. You know, maybe it's, you know, it's not that bad, is it? I don't need to be, you know, making tons, but it's just, yeah. But I'll try out this new thing. And yeah, not too bad, thank you. Coffee. Just need to get the. Hang on, where did I put the? Where's the microphone? It should be around somewhere, unless it's inside the. Well, it wasn't inside the thing. Where's the microphone now? Fuck's sake! I hope I haven't lost that. That should be around. So yeah, that. I thought it was in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Right, we've got the microphone, so that's good. Let's hope I get my spot. Yeah, so I'll put the microphone inside, and then, yeah, maybe I should try this out and see how it goes. You know, there's no excuses really, just go out and do it, you know. Right, so I've got this, and yeah, what's this? I'm proud of you. Okay, thank you. I'm just, yeah, maybe you should look into getting a PayPal QR code. You can get the tip jar thing. Get it as like a printout, or you can just have it on your phone, depending on what you want to do, really. But because it might be worth it if you can make some more money. Just maybe have to look into some of this technology stuff, and maybe you're a bit kind of, maybe you're a bit old for that. I don't know. So yeah.
Oh, back in my day, we had all this technology malarkey. There's no need for it all, is there? All these gizmo gadgets. All these kids playing on their whatever iPads and all this malarkey.
Probably just in centre of town, really. Near the, I mean, I don't really want to say exactly, but yeah. See where what spot I can get, really.
Oh, bloody. Oh.
I know, just need to make sure I've got everything. So I don't want to end up going out and be like, oh, for fuck's sake, I forgot this and that. That's no good. Right, water bottle. Gonna need that especially today because it's gonna be absolutely just roasting. So yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I can't forget that, can I? I'll need spray as well. I should take that as well. Right, I think I've got everything now. I just gotta not leave it too late because people might start taking my spot. There's a spot that I usually do around kind of Coney Street, but I'm like, it's annoying if people take that spot, and I'm like, well, where else am I supposed to fucking go? You know, because there's only a limited amount of spots when they've got all these people performing and shit. This is a good thing when you do it in a quieter spot. I tend to find I make more money, and then yeah, it just isn't as competitive. So unless you're like, maybe if you're like really good, then York can be a good place to do it. But like, unless it's something that people want to see, then like really badly, like say, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna cut the stream, I think. So what time are we on? 10:47. I should get going really. All right, see you in a bit, guys.